400 psi, steel BB into a Sprite can full of water, and fire. Well, that's where the can wound up. Let's have a look at it. It's interesting, it's split on the entry hole side. And there's just a little exit tear area. Well, let's switch to a new target, a ginger ale plastic bottle, again filled with water. Same deal as before, 1/4 inch steel BB, 400 psi. Target is a plastic ginger ale bottle. And fire. No explosion of the plastic bottle from that, and as you can see, very little water loss. It just drilled a tiny hole in and out, unlike the can, which got ripped up. As you can see, the entrance and exit holes are fairly similar, very small, and despite being water-filled, no explosion or tearing of any kind. This time it's a duct fitting made of aluminum, again 1/4 inch steel BB and 400 psi. Well, that worked well. Shot clean through it. There's the entry hole, and you can see right through. And there's the exit. Target this time is a little scrap of 20 gauge steel. Again, 1/4 inch steel BB, 400 psi. That time we didn't go through. Well, let's try that same piece of steel again, and at 400 psi. 400 psi, and fire. Looks like this time we got a hole. Yes, we have a hole. Yeah, second time I had the metal better supported, so the BB drilled right through it. It's again 20 gauge steel. One dent, one hole. Here's a piece of 1/16 inch thick steel that I did earlier. Again, 400 psi, 1/4 inch steel BB. Couldn't get a hole in it, it's just too thick for this little cannon. Here's a quick view of the cannon. It's my 1/2 inch 120 volt solenoid cannon with a 1/4 inch steel barrel on it. Right now the simple bolt action for single fire is mounted, but I also have the darker colored magazine holds 20 rounds, and the aluminum colored thicker one behind it holds 200 rounds. And what I've been using today and normally use are these Daisy Powerline 1/4 inch steel slingshot ammos. I made this up today. It's a steel air tank, 1/4 inch wall thickness, with a air chuck on it to get the air in. You can see the chuck there at the bottom in brass. And then sitting on top here I made a piston valve assembly, 1 inch piston valve, currently being piloted with a ball valve, but I could use a solenoid valve or a QEV or whatever I dig up. See more of this sometime in the future, should be interesting.